6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Devin Bartolotta. After nearly 10 months, the remains of one of the workers killed in the Hard Rock construction site collapse has been recovered. The mayor was in tears today talking to reporters after it happened. She said that she was at a loss for words as the remains of Quinnyon Wimberly were taken out of the building. Now the focus is shifting to the other worker still inside. Paul Dudley has more.
The emotion on their faces paints the picture of what loved ones of Quinnyon Wimberly are feeling. Just moments after the construction workers' remains were removed from the Hard Rock Hotel. It's been nearly 10 months since the construction site came crashing down.
This has been a long journey, but the longest journey has been for the families mostly impacted.
In the private and somber moments after the removal, marked by religious song and prayer, a tearful Mayor LaToya Cantrell and Fire Chief Tim McConnell consoled Wimberly's family.
I cannot put words. Words really cannot even describe what it felt like to see the bucket come down.
Wimberly's remains were removed by a crew using a bucket truck. The mission went as planned, and now the focus is shifting to getting the other body that still remains inside.
Way too long a period of time, but just very grateful that it's done, and immediately we are starting on the next steps to get Mr. Ponce out.
The remains of Jose Ponce's Areola are on the 8th floor towards Canal Street.
It is going to be, as difficult as this was, it is going to be probably way more difficult and complex because of where he's located.
The building owners, 1031 Canal Development, have said the delays were at first because of issues finding insurance, then finding a contractor, then issues with equipment. They have also blamed the weather. When asked if she'd like to see criminal charges brought against the building owners, Cantrell said this.
I want to see justice for the families as it relates to this tragedy that they experienced, and of course that this city has experienced.
There is no timeline for the removal of the next and final worker. Paul Dudley, Eyewitness News.
The remains of a third worker were removed months ago. The cause of the collapse is still under investigation, but Eyewitness News investigators have uncovered evidence of improper structural work, negligent city inspectors, and other factors that could have led to this deadly incident.